My name is Winston Jeffrey and this is the Workers' Rights Platform. Now there is a difference between risk and uncertainty. And today, we are going into this topic. Trust me, I know some of you mightn't like what I will say, but the truth must be spoken at all times. Now, the difference between risk and uncertainty is this. A risk is in decision making is known by the decision maker. The outcomes and the possible outcomes. Uncertainty is when it is unknown by the decision maker. Risk refers to decision-making situation under which all potential outcomes and their likelihood of occurrences are known to the decision maker. And uncertainty refers to situation under which the outcomes and or their possibilities of occurrences are unknown to the decision maker. I'll tell you my political thoughts on this, because just how America is being described as the Democrats and the Republican, in Trinidad and Tobago, the politics in Trinidad and Tobago can be described as UNC and PNM. Now, the base politics would have contributed to a half of their voters. So when the base politics is the race inside the politics, how to put it across? The both parties, Eric Williams would have started and UNC would have continued. The both parties would have made politics, the PNM and the UNC would have made their parties enshrined within their culture, a part of the culture. So when anybody decide to vote otherwise, it's only people that have sense and smart that say, hey, this is not a culture. And that is what I and other people is trying to get the people at Library to break. The PNM is not a culture, it's a party. The UNC is not a culture, it is a party. So what they have done is that they have enshrined these two political parties within their culture, and they would have forced the people, well, the base make up half. So all parties, these two parties benefit on that. Benefit from this thing in which you call base politics. Now, understanding that, now with our three men who would have formed political party, Watson Duke, Gary Griffith, and Philip Alexander. Now, these men, and them were just called, they're right on the screen. These men in which I just called up there is being attacked viciously by trolls from the two parties, PNM and UNC, because they may have obstructed, they were attempted to obstruct the base politics. So these trolls will attack them and say it's a risk that you are taking. The risk is this. A risk really and truly is when you know the possible outcomes. How you could know the possible outcomes if these men and them would have never attained power? Think. The risk could only be between the two parties who had really obtained power, which is both PNM and UNC. The uncertainty would have come across with Philip Alexander, Gary Griffith, and Watson Duke. They are all uncertainties. So anytime they keep on telling you it's a risk to vote them in, hey, they're lying, and they're attacking their credibility in the public domain. Now nobody know for sure what these people and them could really bring about in Trinidad and Tobago, what change that they could bring about. But yet still you would have heard the politician would have said, hey, that go split the vote. Split what vote? What vote? You see how brave there is? They're claiming your vote and my vote that splitting the vote like if it really belonged to them. Watch me, politics is a nasty game. And anytime these trolls and them would attack these men and them, some of them have no right in attacking them, but they will attack their intentions, which is a ad hominem attack, or they will use something in which they call the ad hominem situation, in which they appeal to the base and say how you can support a man like that or someone like that. This base politics in which is being propagated within Trinidad and Tobago is what destroyed it. They ain't giving nobody a chance, no other unit a chance to be able to restructure what is taking place within Trinidad and Tobago, other than the UNC and the PNM. Now, bear in mind, anybody who will capitalize on this from any one of the things, they will be fools. So they will deny this to the last, and they will capitalize on it. You know what it is to not to work for your vote, for half of the vote that you're going to get. Now when you can hear Rowley saying in some political speech that he know not one of them, but yet still they're voting for him. Half of the vote is already prescribed to them. They just had to work half as much. Let me stop giving these politicians and them this type of freedom. Let me stop giving them that. Let me obstruct it. You understand? So don't turn off the TV when you hear these people and them talking. Guy Griffith, I'm watching you, and because what? Tell us what? But they are afraid. They are afraid. The fanatics on them, they are afraid. And to say within the least, we are not political. This Workers' Rights channel here, chat channel, anyone that we are on, we are not political. But sometimes politics is responsible for 80% of the labor within Trinidad. So at some point in time, politics we just get ourselves tangled up in it. But we are not political. And we want you, the people of Trinidad and Tobago, to be smart and to understand what is taking place within your country, within your area, and do not be fooled by the political agendas. What does be shared on a daily basis by these two entities. Listen to someone else. Hear what they say. Don't let them activate this kind of, this sleeper cell. Be smart and vote in a way which will bring upliftment to your country and bring back the country on this even keel. It's about time that we pass by this UNC and PNM thing. If they cannot come up with a solution that will benefit both voters of either or of the fence, as you might describe yourself to be, don't vote for them. Vote for upliftment. Vote for somebody that have a plan. And don't get to happen, I tell you, when the time come, we're going to tell all you who is the best people in which all you can put all your trust in. But all for now, we will be always spreading content like this. So stay tuned. This is the Workers' Rights Platform. My name is Renison Jeffrey, and I am out. And it's that.